Alright, fellas, I want to talk to y'all about something. Something that's been like on my mind a little bit when it comes to our culture, as far as black culture in America. Because for me, we're like the most, as far as black people, been disenfranchised from Africa. You know what I mean? So, but like, what does that mean? What does black culture mean? How do you identify with, you know what I mean? Because like you can go anywhere else and they still have some type of connection to Africa, some, you know, as far as being black, so-called black. But here in America, you know, it's something that we always fight against. Don't nobody want to be some Ethiopian or nothing like that. You don't want to relate to being black or African or anything like that. You say you're going to get your hair done by the Africans. You know what I mean? You don't associate yourself with nothing that has to do with, you know, from what I believe is you. So like, what does black culture in America mean and like, yeah, how give me something on that.
You don't associate yourself with Africa, you've never been there. So it's like, you never been there, how you gonna associate yourself with and know anything about it?
Because they don't really teach you about it growing up. Parents don't talk about it, they don't learn about it in school and stuff like that. So you don't really talk about it, so you don't really see it. All you see is the American culture. Like what you grew up with, and that's what you relate to.
Over here for Chinese and wherever they come from the Middle East, and their parents or grandparents are still tied to that country. You know, the African, as you can say, you can call them African American. We've been over here for 400 years. So we don't have grandparents that was born in Africa. So we can't, there's no way that we can relate to them, find out our food, our culture. The only way we know about that is if we did the studying ourselves as opposed to having somebody that's in our family that can give you or show you, you know, what we grew up on. We grew up on soul food. There's no soul food right here in Africa. You ain't gonna, like, you might find collard green, but you're not gonna find ham hocks and all that stuff there.
So for us, you know, earlier on, the slavery was legal and it was the law and everything else. You know, there was so much done to African people to like beat, rape, murder the African out you. Just took it out you. You know, but there's still remnants of your African Africanity. Is that a word? I'm gonna make it one today, right? It's still remedies of it. I remember a sister from the continent. She might have been from Sierra Leone. She came here and was riding about going through the project and stuff. She was like, "Oh, we do that at home." So she's seeing sisters on the porch braiding hair. Say, we do that at the house. We get together, we hang out, we do all this kind of stuff. She was seeing all the similarities. Like, they didn't take the African out you. You just don't identify with it. You don't identify with it because of slavery and colonialism. They created a whole new identity for you.
That's what my father was born in Africa. My real name is Samuel Kingsley Adu. That's an African name from Ghana. But that's where my whole father's side, I have no relatives on my father's side in the United States. That's where my father's side is. So of course I would love to go there. I would love to learn my culture, who I really am. You know, because what we know is what we've been given. That's all we got is what we've been shown. We haven't been shown, you know, the ones that was here 300 years ago, 400 years ago, they knew their culture. It's become so watered down just because of how long it's been. You know, 400 years ago, there weren't Chinese people over here, and if they were Chinese, you can probably rest assured that they lost their culture too.
A lot of us can't even go back 400 years.
Huh?
A lot of us can't go back 400 years.
Yeah.
So our people who came from Africa, we don't half us don't even know our people that came from Africa.
Yeah, for real.
I ain't
you
go
don't
back.
know your lineage. I don't know your great-grandparents.
I didn't go back 400 years, right? And I cannot tell you emphatically or specifically or, you know, indefinitely that, you know, I'm from this area or part of, you know, Africa. I can't tell you that. One thing I can tell you is what? I'm African. And I say so because of, I take charge of who the hell I am. Stuff that they call ghetto, I hate it, right? But they'll say somebody's name like Jaquana is ghetto. Let me tell you something. You name your child Jaquana because you don't want her to be named Becky or, you know, Julia or things of this nature. Because you understand that's white people's shit. And you are redefining who you are. So the fact that you ain't got no ties to Africa, you know, you say stuff like that. You know, Zaquana. Like, I love them names. Bring them on. Bring them on.
As much as we can sit here and talk about it, and you know, it takes more. It really takes the public figures, the main figures to really reach out to the masses. Because we can sit here, we can talk, and we can go and we can post it on Facebook, and it might go viral. It might get 10 million views. It might get 15 million views. But all we doing is really talking. They not really paying. They won't pay attention to us like they pay attention to LeBron James. They won't pay attention to us like they're paying attention to Halle Berry or whoever, Oprah Winfrey. Those are the people, the rappers, the entertainment. It takes those people because that's who everybody looks at. Because that's all you see now. When you pick up your phone, when you watch TV, you see a black figure, but they love America. You don't hear them screaming, okay, they're proud to be black, but they love America.
African culture just like runs really deep, you know. Everything that black people do, so-called black people do, is appropriated. Someone takes it and uses it for their own benefit. Simple. You know, everything. Even your big lips, your big butts. You know, all that good stuff that makes you African. People, you know, they learn that it has value. Thing is, as long as the oppressed people don't see no value in it, it's okay.
Dark skin, you got medium dark skin, you got dark skin, you got light skin, you got albino, and all these are black. You got straight hair blacks, you got curly hair blacks, you got green eye blacks, you got gray eye black, you got slim thick, you got thick. It's so many different flavors that they can't have. So what they do is they get breast implants, they get butt shots, they get Botox in their lip because they want to be like, as much as they don't want to be us, they want to be us.
And I don't think that they secretly covet, you know, our culture or men like us. Because if you look at, like, you take Miley Cyrus, you know, all of a sudden when she started twerking, now twerking's a thing. So see, now they taking credit for Miley Cyrus starting the twerking, but we all know Luke was popping that thing and doing that thing back in the 80s. So I think what they do is that I don't even think they try to distance themselves from it. I think they embrace what we do. They embrace how we act, and then they just take credit.
They use it for financial gain.
They do. The sisters are changing their hair. Because not all of them are saying stuff like, you know, not everybody can wear natural hair. What you mean? It grew out your damn head. You understand what I'm saying? The more of us are starting to take back our identity. It's changing. In your lifetime, it is changing. We have to be able to understand the material world and what's happening in it to be able to articulate and sum up what the hell is going on. Your freedom is around the corner. But our organization is key. We got to do that. We have to be organized.